In this, we are going to see the minimization of the deterministic finite automata. You look at if I observe this particular diagram, in which we have the state A, B, C. On A, you are going to 0, and upon 1, we are going to B, and from this we are going to if we supply 0, we are going to C. Okay, and on B, if we supply 1, then it is remaining in the state 1 itself. So that means is there any possibility of reducing the states available or not? So that is what they call minimizing the DFA. So the minimization of the DFA, it deals with restructuring the existing DFA to work with minimal number of states. We all know that state itself represents the memory. So as we reduce the number of states, obviously the memory requirement for the mission is also decreases. It means unnecessary states are removed from DFA. Note, an important property of DFA is any regular language has a unique minimal DFA. For any given regular expression or regular language, there is only one unique minimal DFA available. So that is the reason we are going to construct, we are going to go for minimization of the any given DFA. Next one is, in this, let us see the algorithm step by step. This is very, very important to remember. Actually, in the minimization of DFA, there exists two methods in the literature. One is table filling method. Second one is subset construction method. I am going to explain the subset construction method. There are many other materials available over the internet and in the textbooks also regarding the table filling method. The table filling method is also one kind of easy way of writing the solving the problem, but subset construction method is one more attractive method where we can reduce the given DFA to the minimum number of states. So in this lecture, I am going to present the subset construction method. You may also do the same with the help of table filling method also, but I am not considering the table filling method, but I am only explaining the subset construction method. The step 1 is we start with two sets S and F and make them unmarked. So in the given DFA, we need to construct two sets. So these sets will consisting of the states. These states will be like this. S means S is the set consisting of the non-final states, and F is a set consisting of the final states. For example, if we consider this diagram, if you consider Q0, Q1, Q2 as A, Q2, Q1, Q2 as the B, and Q2 as C. Now, if I want to minimize this DFA, okay, whether the minimization is possible or not, we don't know. If we consider this DFA as for the minimization, then we need to first thing is we need to construct two sets S and F. S will be considering the non-final states and F consisting of the final states. So here A, B and C, both these three states are the final states. So in S, that is non-final states set, it will be empty, and final set state will be consisting of A, B and C, like that. So we start with two sets S and F and make them unmarked. F set consisting of all final states, and where set S consisting of the rest of the states, that means non-final states. Step 2, pick any unmarked set, because first we have taken the set S and F, we have made both sets as unmarked. That means we have not considered those sets. That is what means called unmarked. Pick any unmarked set and check for consistency. So consistency will be checked with respect to the transition table. If it is consistent, then mark it. Else split the set into maximal consistent subsets. the newly splitted subset are again unmarked. Repeat the step 2 until no unmarked set exists. The final marked set forms the minimal DFA. Now we'll go for the elaborated discussion on the step 2. Pick any unmarked set and check for consistency. If it is consistent, then mark it, else split the set into maximal consistent subsets. So what is this consistency means? That we'll see now with an example. Minimize DFA. So here this is the given DFA in which the set the state 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are there. Now state 0 itself is the starting state as well as final state. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 are the non-final states. As for the step 1, we need to start with two sets S and F. Here we need to start by dividing the states into two sets. S is the set consisting of non-final states, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and F is the set consisting of the final states. Here final state is 0. Step 2. Check S for consistency. Pick the unmarked state S1 and check for the consistency. So how we will check the consistency? It will be done with respect to the transition table. So the transition table will be drawn like this. S1. So here the inputs are X and Y. The inputs are X and Y. S1, that is the set 1, in which we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this 1, 2, 3 and 4 are the states. So under the S1, 1, 2, 3, 4. On 1, if you supply X as the input, where it is going? On 1, if X is the input, then it is going to 2. So that 2 is the set, the 2 is the state is available in which set? So currently the 2 is the state which is available in the set S1. So it is again going into the S1 state, S1 set. Upon 1 Y, on 1 Y, there is no possibility of providing Y on 1. So it is empty set, empty. On 2 X, if you provide, then what is the resultant state? So 3, where this state is available? It is available in again S1. So you go for S1. And on 2, if you provide Y, there is no impossible input of Y on 2. So that reason it is empty. Now on 3, if you provide X as the input, it is resulting into the set 4. Sorry, it is resulting into the state 4. This 4 is the state available in which set? Now it is available in S1 set. So it is resulting into the S1 set. Now 3 on Y is going into the resulting into the state 0. Where this state 0 available? This state 0 is available in final set. So it is resulting into the final set. Now upon 4, if you provide X, it is going into the state 3. Where the state 3 is available? It is available in set 1. That is S. So in the set 1, it is available. On 4, if you provide Y, it is resulting into the state 0. The state 0 is available in the final set. So it is F. Now with this state transition table, now we need to observe the consistency. If you observe the consistency, 1 and 2 are consistently visiting S1 and null. This is the consistency here. While coming to the 3 and 4 is consistent. The reason is 3 on X is resulting into the same set S1, 3 on Y resulting into the final set, 4 on X resulting into the set 1, 4 on Y is going into set 5. So in this transition table, with this we can observe that 1 and 2 are consistent and 3 and 4 are consistent. So let's split this particular table, or let's split this particular set into consistent sets, maximum consistent sets. So hence S1 is not consistent. So split S1 into consistent sets S2, that is 1, 2, and S3, 3, 4. So now S1 we have visited. So we have making this S1 as marked. So now S1 should not be visited again, or S1 should not be processed again. Now S1 is, we found that S1 is inconsistent. So we have divided into consistent sets S2 and S3. In S2 we have 1, 2, and S3, 3, 4. Anyhow, we have splitted the S1 into two sets, S2 and S3. Now construct the transition table for S2 and S3. S2, S3. S2, in S2 we have the states 1, 2, 1, 2, and in S3 we have the states 3, 4. Now, since after division, after splitting the sets, we have the independent sets S2 and S3. Now S2 is an unmarked set and S3 is also unmarked set. So first you pick up one unmarked set S2 and draw the transition table. Now 1 on X is going into the state 2. So state 2 is available in which set? In the S2 itself. So 1 on X is resulting into S2. 1 on Y, where it is going? Anyhow, 1 on Y input is not there, so it is empty. It is empty. Now 2 on X. 2 on X is moving into the state 3. So state 3 is available in which set? Now it is available in S3. So 2 on X is going into S3. 2 on Y, there is no possible input, so hence it is null. Now consider the another unmarked set, which is S3. Under this S3, 3 and 4 are the states. 3 on X is going to 4. Sorry, 3 on X is going to 4. 4 is the state available in the set S3. So make it as S3. Now 3 on Y is going into set 0, state 0, which is available in the final set F. So it is F. 4 on X is moving into the state 3. 3 is available in set S3. So S3. And 4 on Y resulting into the final state, which is 0. So if you look at S3 is consistent, because 3 and 4 upon X and Y, they are going to S3 and F itself. So S3 is consistent, but S2 is not consistent, because S2, in S2, 1 on X is going to S2, but 2 on X is going to S3. Hence S2 is not consistent where S3 is consistent. Hence split the S2 as S4 and S5. Now this is split into 2, that is S4 and S5. Now after splitting, no unmarked set is found. The reason is no unmarked set is found because we have already marked S1, okay, and also S2 and S3, but we didn't mark F actually. Okay, now we'll consider F, and let will go for F. F on 0, in F we have only one state called 0. 0 on X, so 0 on X is going to 1. Now currently 1 is in which state, which set? S4. Okay, 1 is in S4. Now so since on 0, if the X is as the input as provided, it is resulting into S4. On 0, if the Y is provided as input, on 0 Y is provided as input, then it is resulting into the set state 2, and this 2 is the state available in S5. So that is the reason we are going to make it as S5. since S1 and S5 is having only one state in it, it cannot be split further. It is the finest possible splitting can be done. So hence it cannot be split further. So the reason we are going to stop splitting the set till this level. So S4, S5. Now we have the F is the state. So by using this, we'll go for forming the DFA. The final state is F. Okay, so we are going to make it as F. Upon F, if you send X, so if you provide the input as X, it is resulting into S4. Upon 0, that is upon F, if you provide input as Y, it is resulting into S5. Now upon S4, if you provide X as the input, then it is resulting into S5. That is, it is resulting into S5. Next is upon S5, if you so here S3 is also there. On S3, if you provide X, then it is going into S3 itself. Upon S3, if you provide Y as the input, then it is going into the final state. So here we need to make it as here. This is Y. Okay. So S3 on Y is resulting into the final state. So with this we are going to form the DFA. So this is the minimal DFA. In the previous DFA we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 5 states are there. In the minimized DFA we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 4 states are there. So this is what the minimal DFA, a subset construction method. And here is another example. You may make note of this. So this particular diagram DFA consisting of around 8 states. 0, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 states are there. Now you may note it down and try to minimize this DFA using the subset construction method.